Hi everyone. I'm a little cross-eyed from looking at the computer. I've been reviewing something that I've done in the past, and I wanted to talk to you about that tonight. Recently I made a video talking about how I worked on writing so that I could learn how to express myself in writing at the same time that I was learning how to express myself standing up in front of people in college. So I started getting better at it, and after I moved out and took my daughter and had my own first apartment, which was haunted, by the way, I started writing a book similar to what Silver Raven Wolf had written, and I called it To Be a Witch. I still think that that is a good book, but I'm not really finished with it. What I learned was I was very comfortable with writing very short pieces. I had a friend that I met in a bookstore who was writing novels, and I think he had trouble finishing. I think he had like 2 that he didn't really finish. You know, it was taking him a long time. And I said, well, maybe you should just write shorter pieces, almost like chapters. And he said, And then I think he mentioned to me one day that he did buy a book from a guy who had written short stories. And I said, maybe that would be easier for you. You know, maybe you could really accomplish your goal. Now, this was someone I developed a friendship with. And I'd completed a hypnotherapy course after going through my own transformations and all of my, years of studying parapsychology, practicing mindful meditation. So anyway, I was in the process of opening my own hypnotherapy practice, and I met him at the bookstore. Becoming friends, I liked the way he thought, and he liked my sense of humor. We developed a rapport, and as he would come over to my office, we actually began to develop even more of a rapport. And even though 3 months later I had to close my hypnotherapy practice, we continued talking over the phone. It was very difficult because my husband was insanely jealous of everyone, and as he would share his dreams, which I loved, and I'd talk about dreams and my dreams, I began having him visualize getting a contract. He had a powerful imagination. He was a genius. But he had trouble organizing, his mundane life. And so he did that. And he actually ended up meeting with someone for publishing. And then I'd mentioned to him, it's not hard. You just sit down and type stuff yourself and put a copyright notice on the bottom and then publish it on Amazon. And of course, that takes a little bit of effort and work. So he wasn't sure he wanted to do that. And he had a stuttering problem. I'm trying to remember now if working with him and his imagination was actually increasing his confidence. And a nurse said to him one day, "You're not stuttering as much. Like it's almost completely gone." And so through analyzing his dreams and giving him visualizations, it was increasing his confidence. If you've ever seen the stories about, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think, the Aladdin stories, the king that was suffering nightmares and the woman that just had him imagine different positive things, and he got well. So anyway, he found someone who did short stories, and he began to do it, and he's written fairly quickly a very thick book full of short stories. And he sent me a hard copy. I think he did find a publisher. Oh no, he found a website that does self-publishing. And I guess that they have his book on a website there, which you need. You've got to promote your book. And that's one thing that I'm here to do tonight. So, as I moved from the haunted apartment to another peaceful apartment downtown, I began thinking, there's got to be an easier way for me to do this. I'm not really a writer, and I just cannot sit and create a very long, arduous novel, you know? So I thought, I like the idea of pocketbooks, and I'd heard someone mention a mini booklet, and so I sat down and created a mini booklet. And I had already created sets of affirmations that I was going to make in the form of bookmarks. But I decided to create a mini booklet. Now that was in 2011, and I was listening to all kinds of videos, getting very confused about how to format it, how to do it, how to create clickable links, and technology was updating. So I set it aside. And in 2017, believe it or not, I finally got on Amazon and published my book. I'm going to take this off and I'm going to show you a little bit about it. It's called A Little Book of Affirmations. Now, even though I put it up on Amazon Kindle in March of 2017, after I closed my skin salon, I haven't earned a penny. And I'm not here to beg or make a sob story, but everything requires effort. Everything requires marketing and promotion so people know who you are, what you've done, you know, what it looks like, what's in it, and so forth and so on. Just because it's on Amazon doesn't mean anybody is going to find it or want to buy it. But just getting to that point was a major accomplishment. There was a lot of hard work in learning how to write well, how to format the book, how to make it easy to read and go through. So what I created was a very well-written introduction about the mind and how I've learned over the many years how it works. Of course, I've gone beyond affirmations and meditation, but that's your foundation. That's really your foundation. And how this little booklet addresses 8 of the most popular situations and a set of affirmations expertly written, as I learned through a home study course by Jonathan Parker and later on the Atwood Institute out of Buckeye, Arizona, in which at that time I had already learned how to write affirmations. I expanded on that for situations, and I got an A on every single one. And so it was, so for me, it was more like an intermediate to advanced course. And it was in that course that I met my inner advisor, my spirit guide, which I say was the main reason why I was led to that course. But you know, words have power, and I will show you this in a minute. I'll stop this here, and then I'll start a new clip where I'll be facing the computer and showing you a little bit of the little mini booklet. I had it on Amazon for $9.99. Now what I've done now is I've set it as a, I've lowered the price to $5.99 because it represents years and years of, you know, everything that I've learned how to do since I was taught meditation at the age of 12. I really embarked upon more applications and study of that when I was 19. And my father said, you need to go to Civil Mind Control. So the study of esoteric studies and parapsychology is in my blood. It's something that I started at a young age, and I really picked up and continued further on at 19, and then again at 26. Yeah, I think 26. So let me stop this here, and then I'm going to go to the computer and show you the booklet. Thanks for hanging in there. Okay, everyone. Thanks for hanging in there. It's like 10 something at night, but I went to the beauty room cross-eyed and ready for bed, but put on my makeup, so I'm showing it to you here. Now I'm going to turn around the camera and show you where my little booklet is. All right, this is not a very big view, but this is the cover I chose because I had trouble uploading my JPEG. The JPEG that I wanted was a sun with a smiling face, but for some reason I couldn't upload it. So, a little book of affirmations is on a green leaf. I love trees. I think it's a little hard to read, but there's my name, Sabrina Kastur. Now, when you go to Amazon, let's see. Whoops, wrong place. Go to Amazon, type in a little book of affirmations or Sabrina Kastur, and let me see if I can view this. There we go. This will come up, a little book of affirmations, Sabrina Kastur. And it looks like they have not yet updated the price. Oh yeah, here it is. Kindle price $5.99. And you can read for free. I'll still make $1 or $2 off of that. I don't know how many pages. Buy with one click for $5.99. Delivered to your phone. Read on your phone. I have formatted it. You can buy for others. Send a free sample, I believe. I'm signed into my own account, so you'll have to let me know if that's workable, okay? And I need to change my description because it's not 100% right, but here is my name as the author. Be the first to review this item. See all formats and editions. Kindle Unlimited, I don't know what that is. There's no price. It says read with Kindle Unlimited to also enjoy access to over 1 million more titles. $5.99 to buy. And here my synopsis is, words have power. As you repeat the set of affirmations, you will be motivating yourself from within at a subconscious level with carefully worded affirmations. Affirmations have changed my life, which led me to use them on my children with great success. This version was created with clickable links to take you directly to the set of affirmations you want anytime. Achieve goals such as, click on read more, renew your outlook. Now, that's not actually the title. I'll show you. I got to show you the book. That would probably relate to self-confidence and self-esteem. Reduce stress. Let's see. Improve imagination. Stress reduction. And a bonus affirmation for smoking cessation. 19 pages. I think it's more like 16. Like I said, I uploaded this in 2017. WordWise enabled. Enhanced typesetting enabled. So Amazon has said all that for me. It should be formatted in a way that you can read it once you download it. Okay, so let me go Let's see, where is it? Oh, I don't want that. Here we go. .doc. I must have closed it. I don't recall doing that. See if it's going to open. Oh, it's already there. Sorry. Okay. So here's what I put, and I'll tell you why I did this. Not only do I love the sun, and I love I forgot what I was going to say. My spirit guide had led me to see this symbol one day in my eye, as my eyes were closed in the morning before I woke up, when I was on my own with the 2 kids, and I'd bought a clunky car for $100, and I had a temporary job doing data entry at the bank. And when I got there, there was this big yellow smiley face on a poster. And I just knew he was sending it to me to say, I told you I'm with you, and stay positive, and think of the happy face and the sun, and it lifted my spirits. So anytime I see that, I know how powerful it is. It really is. So I love it, and that is what I put there. But I could not get it to work. Here is my copyright page and my statement that this may not be resold or given away to other people. If you'd like to share with another person, please purchase an additional copy. Thank you for respecting the hard work of this author. Now, Kindle, I think, does have a share program, which I've signed up for. So maybe that doesn't really apply. Here is my introduction and my background. I talk about how this has helped me in my emotions, okay, dealing with the difficult life. Here are supposed to be clickable links. They don't work for me, but I believe they will work. You see they're blue and underlined. Control, click to open hyperlink. Okay. And then, of course, there's the afterword. Here's another introduction. Tells you, I am very proud. I really am, because I finally learned how to write well. But I don't really like to do it. However, this turned out to be a wonderful little booklet. So here's a set of affirmations for self-confidence. And here's one for self-esteem. Self-esteem and self-confidence go together, but here's a set of affirmations more directed towards self-esteem. And I tell you in the introduction how to use them. When and how to use them. Here's one for money. The subject of money is varied. This set is designed to improve an attitude about money. This one's about love. The subject of love is large. Again, the set of affirmations is designed to encourage a loving attitude towards yourself, as self-love is important. You cannot love another if you don't love yourself. You're going to have a very stressed out relationship. And here we have stress management. Now this one can work for anger management. Change. Well, I've got a date here, as 2012 brings about great changes. So we'll have to ignore that date. Change is hard for a lot of people. Harmony and happiness, and I'm telling you, this is what healed me of depression. I swear to God. You don't want affirmations for depression. You want the opposite. Harmony and happiness. And there is smoking cessation. There's the afterword, and that's it. I know it's a powerful little booklet. It represents all my years of study and work. Whoops. And with all that I'm dealing with right now, I would sure love it if somebody would share, or I should say buy and share my book with other people in appreciation for the last 2 years that I've been working on YouTube and sharing a lot of my experiences. The first channel I had, the first spiritual channel I had, I did delete it after, I don't know, 6 months or so. But I restarted this one last year. And I've shared things that are more applicable to people that are really learning, like beginner and intermediate. And I've still shared some things that are advanced, and gotten really more into the topics of ETs and everything. But this is really where it all starts. You have to learn how your mind works. Okay? So let me get back on the camera. Okay, so when you learn to talk to yourself and you read the introduction, you'll begin to learn what I learned many years ago about how our mind works and how we need to make it work for us, how we need to think and how we need to speak. Many people can bring about things in their life by speaking. Some people really just need to think it and feel it very strongly. But for people that don't really visualize, thinking and speaking is going to be their power. But words have power, and you need to know how to think, and you need to learn how to talk to yourself. This is the scientific way to pray. So, I would love it if you can support me in this channel in that way. That's something you're going to get, like I said, that's very good, for $5.99. And you'll be helping me at the same time. Please let me know how it works. Please let me know if you've downloaded it and you appreciate it. And it's easy for you to have with you on your phone and pull up anytime. I would love your feedback. I wish there was more hours in the day. I'll tell you, I wake up at 6 and it's 11 and I still want to do stuff and I can't stay awake. And so I'll see you on the next video.